At the Umansky Law Firm, we believe everyone deserves a second chance.
Hey, I'm Bill Umansky, the lawman, a criminal attorney here in Orlando, Florida. Got a lot of questions about whether you have to go to court if you get arrested for DUI. The answer to that question is, it depends. For example, in every DUI, there's usually an arraignment date. That's your first time that you appear in front of a judge and have to enter a plea of guilty or not guilty to the DUI charge. Usually, most lawyers will enter a plea of not guilty at this stage until they find out the information that the state has against you. There's absolutely no reason for you to show if you have an attorney. The attorney will file paperwork called a waiver of arraignment, a plea of not guilty, a request for discovery, and those documents will waive your appearance at that first court date. There's a second court date usually in a DUI case called a pretrial conference, a case status hearing, or a case management conference. With the right paperwork, a lawyer can actually waive your appearance for that court date as well. Most of the time, the rules provide for what's called a document that the client has to sign, which is called a waiver of pretrial conference. If you sign that document, the lawyer files that for you, usually you won't have to show up for that court date. The other time that you probably will appear for court is if you decide to enter a plea to the DUI. Where most lawyers would never advise their counsels not to appear. In DUI cases, oftentimes the client wants to testify because, let's face it, in many cases the police officer thinks that you're drunk or impaired and you know better. So you want to go to your trial because even though you're not forced to testify against yourself, it may very well come down to the fact that you may take that witness stand and testify that you were not impaired or drunk that evening. Also, it's a good idea to show up for your trial, even if you get permission from the judge not to, because a jury of 6 people are going to be watching the whole case. And if they see a lawyer with an empty chair next to them, they're going to think that you're not interested in your case. I hope that answers your questions. If you have any more, please give us a call at 407-228-3838 or take a look and browse around our website.